stuck in the middle of the desert. We don't know how we're going to survive.
Quickly, drink my pee.
We stopped back there. We left the entire plane behind. We don't know what we're doing or where we're going. I don't know if we're going to make it, guys.
Hi guys.
What's up? How's it going? So as you can see, we're in a bit of a different location. We're actually outside for once. You might recognize this bad boy over here. That is Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock.
Previously known
as Ayers Rock.
But we are in the still known Ayers Rock Resort.
Yes.
So,
so Uluru is the native Aboriginal name for Ayers Rock, and they've decided to move that name back because of respect and that the Aboriginal people still own this, and it's been given back to them. So we've had a day here. We're actually travelling away today.
We had one full day.
Yeah.
And 2 half days.
Yes, we got here the day before yesterday, around midday, late midday, and just had a fantastic time since then.
So gorgeous. It's the middle of the desert. As you can see, we're both tugged up for the sun. It is only 11 o'clock in the morning and it is baking right now.
It's so hot.
It's already boiling. We've gone up the top of this little mound to get a beautiful view for you guys, and I feel like we're in what do you call it, like the magnifying glass. Yeah. Just the sun is
so hot.
But it's so gorgeous around here. It's so beautiful. The sand, I don't know if you can see it. We'll do some shots of just the bright. It's like bright orange.
Yeah, not so much less around here, which is strange because I think it's because it's been downtrodden so much. But when you go out into the outback, it is this bright, and I mean so bright, orange, red coloured, and that's from all the iron that's in the area. But it's just absolutely rusted, and that's the reason why, like Uluru and Taga, I think it is, another mountain range just across from it. They're bright orange as well, and that's the reason why they're orange.
It's all the dust. The stone itself is like a grey limestone colour, but all the dust has got the iron in it, and it's oxidised, and it's basically rust. Yeah. So you're looking at rusty rocks.
Yeah, lots and lots of rust everywhere. But yeah, so the first day that we got here, we went on a sunset tour, and that was absolutely stunning. I'm going to make a compilation time lapse of that,
we got
so
a
that you can
video.
see the sun go down and see how Uluru lightens up and just shines in the afternoon sun.
It goes kind of pinkish, its tone. It's really interesting watching it. It's absolutely gorgeous. We had a really nice trip.
Yeah, such an interesting thing to see.
Then we were up at the crack of dawn.
We were up before the crack of dawn.
Before the crack of dawn the next day to do the sunrise view of Uluru.
Is where we got to see Uluru in the background, but so many tourists around there that we didn't get a chance to really film that. So we filmed the other mountain range and the sun coming up and just like shining onto that, and it was absolutely
so beautiful.
Amazing.
The other mountain range is really, really interesting. It's all different rocks. They're different kind of rocks. If you want us to do like we got the full chat and the explanation of the geological background. So if you want us to do like a full explanation of that, leave a comment and we'll do it. But we'll probably skip it. It's quite a long chat, so we'll skip it for this video. But that was gorgeous. It really was.
And then after that, we had a bit of breakfast and then actually did a tour into those mountains. And it's this massive, deep V valley that you're allowed to walk through called Windy Valley.
It was windy.
It was
windy.
Sorry, tell a lie. It was Windy Gorge.
Windy Gorge.
There's also Windy Valley, but that's
the
like
Valley
a
of the
7 kilometre. It's like a 7 kilometre walk, so we decided to go with the 1.2 kilometre walk.
Oh, no, it's 2.4. It's 1.2 there and 1.2 back.
Yes.
It was gorgeous again.
Yeah, so we did that, and then later on yesterday afternoon, we were picked up and taken right into the outback, like a good 20-30 minutes drive into the outback down these dirt roads. Well, they weren't really dirt, they were sand roads, essentially.
Roads, yeah.
Straight out of it, because literally this resort is the only thing around for about 200 miles. So straight out into the middle of nowhere, got off the bus, up this ramp, and we had dinner under the stars.
And it was just gorgeous.
Sorry, flies everywhere.
Flies everywhere.
It was absolutely fantastic. So we managed to have dinner under the stars. Like there were no walls, there was no roof. It was just tables, chairs, a couple of waiting staff, a kitchen.
Little campfire.
Campfire later on in the afternoon, in the night, when pure dark.
Yeah, they turned off. We had little tea lights on our table so we could see what we were eating. But after the main course, they came and turned all those out. And the local guide came, an Aboriginal local guide came out and spoke us through some of the star systems and some of the stories behind the stars in Aboriginal culture. And the Aboriginal culture that's here, because there's like 400, I think, different Aboriginal cultures in Australia. There's a lot of different ones, but for the local people, and that was really, really cool. And the stars were just stunning, absolutely stunning.
So yeah, that's that. And then this morning, we decided to throw ourselves out of a perfectly good airplane. We flew past that and landed maybe 10 minutes over that way.
Yeah.
We went up to 12,000 feet. And yeah,
jumped out.
I just went whee.
It was super fun, super fun.
So good.
We didn't do a video for that.
No, they were fiercely expensive.
Yeah,
but,
and we just figured we're here for the experience.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice to get a video for you guys, but we didn't. So you can just hear us telling you about it. If you're Michael, we'll pretend to do it now. Pretty much that for like five, 6, 7 minutes.
For me, it was whee.
He decided he wanted to say "wee" the whole way down, so
I did.
he weed the whole way down.
I weed all the way down, and the woman on the ground was like, "I could hear you weeing."
And I was just sort of like, "Oh my god, I'm dying! Oh, I'm not dying. This is quite pretty. Look at this! Oh my god, I'm dying again!"
Get me out of the plane! Get me out of the plane! Whee!
Yeah, so that was super fun. We enjoyed that.
It was so good. So yeah, guys, thanks to Uluru Skydive for that as well.
Amazing experience.
They were super good. The guys that did our jump with us were just super friendly, super calming. It really took care of us. They both had like 20 years worth of jumping experience. It was amazing.
They're like, "You're fine. Just don't do anything I don't tell you to."
Try not to grab my face while we're falling.
If you see my arms, don't grab them. I'm doing stuff with them.
Yeah. And then we even got to fly the parachute as well, which was amazing. So yeah, that was fantastic. So if you are, definitely recommend coming out to Ayers Rock if you do come to Australia, and definitely do the skydive. Like
it's about £500 for both of us.
About
so it's not. It's like it's cheaper than you can get in the UK and in some other places. It's not the cheapest we've seen, but it's good value.
You go up as a pair. They only take 2 jumpers at once.
The plane is a mini. The plane's like this big. I don't think they could fit any more people in that plane.
And they point out all the different cool things. So like right behind you guys, about I'd say 100 miles. Maybe 100 miles that direction. There are these massive salt lakes, and they literally go from one horizon to the other horizon. You can't see the
plane.
And it was just absolutely breathtaking. And then you saw the little like sand dunes, because you think that it's just really mountainy, well, like hilly here, but it's not. They're all sand dunes, and the only thing that's keeping them from moving is the plant life.
Or not. They can move up to 7 meters per year just by the wind, basically blowing the sand dunes along, right? Unless they have plant life in them, then the plant roots like hold it together. But not all of them do that, so some of them do move. So basically we saw some incredible scenery. And again, we can do more of a chat about some of the geology of the area if you'd like.
Yeah, or if there's anything in particular you want to know.
Yeah, you can always just leave us a comment and we'll just reply to it. But it's basically, we just had a really amazing time here. It's been absolutely gorgeous. The weather's been stunning.
It's the first time I've ever seen a desert. Like I've seen some sort of a desert before, but this is like just sand, and I can literally see the horizon, and there's nothing obstructing it because it's just completely flat. I could probably see 100 miles in that direction, and not as far that direction, but that way it's like another 50 miles. That way I can definitely see 150 miles. You can see just absolutely forever.
It's gorgeous.
It's just ridiculous.
Really so gorgeous. I don't think you'd want to stay here as a holiday. You probably would not want to stay more than a couple of days. We could maybe have done one more day here, but I mean, it's literally like 3 hotels, 2 campsites, one really expensive hotel that's closed while we're here, unfortunately. And then the rocks. Yeah. And that's it.
But definitely come out. It is a fantastic place to stop by.
Worth the trip.
Yeah.
And it's mini. Like there's literally one airport, and you come in, and we were like, oh, we should check our baggage. Oh, there's just one baggage rotation. Okay, fair enough.
How are we going to find it? Oh, there's no signs for any. It's just that. Oh, and there's the entry into it.
And there's the departures place. So it's like one room. It's a teeny little airport. It's about a 30-minute drive to the resort, Ayers Rock Resort from Ayers Rock Airport. It's all very close together because there's nothing here really. Other than the rocks.
But that's fantastic because there's no sound, there's barely any people.
Yeah, it's quiet at the moment. So very nice. So we've had a really, really lovely time here. Would recommend.
Yes.
It's all a bit expensive out here because they have to like ship it all in, which kind of makes sense.
Worth it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And if you do get out here, definitely do the Uluru, which is the night meal thing. It is extremely expensive, but my God, was it worth it? Like, I've never had an experience like that before. It's just super romantic. It's super pretty. It's
was
just
romantic.
you're so far away from everything.
Exactly.
So
and the flies go away after the sun goes down. So you don't have to do this all meal. Unlike us right now.
Yes.
So we're probably going to sign off and run away from the flies.
see you later, guys, and we'll talk soon. Okay. Bye.
Bye.